Across the world, each morning is different. In the heart of the Gabonese forest, the birds' dawn chorus faces a serious competitor. Noise from those who are bogged down. Cries of encouragement can boost morale, but they can do nothing for this monster. Not even this 8-wheel drive truck that came to lend a hand. Getting it to reverse seems impossible. The cable is screwed. Put it in front. Otherwise it's no good. The truck will fall. If the knot holds, it will end several days of misery. We're saved. It was awful. I spent 3 or 4 days here. Now it's okay. You have to trust in God. It was a miracle. Why do such large trucks even try using these dirt tracks? In fact, they have no choice. It's a crucial economic axis that crosses Gabon from east to west. But only 20% of the route is paved. Like many African countries, Gabon has no shortage of natural resources. Its offshore oil fields and forests that cover most of its territory earned it the nickname the African Emirate. After black gold, green gold is the country's second greatest resource. Without the forest, Gabon's economy would soon collapse. Transporting timber is a dangerous business. On the Gabonese roads, the steering wheel takes on the air of a funeral wreath. It's our daily routine, this. The driver's composure and skills are legendary. They call us sick, insane. Gabon's road network is one of the least developed in Africa. And besides, the nation's 2 main cities, the capital Libreville and Port-Gentil, are not connected by road, but by a river. Grab the cable! The Ogooué is a long, peaceful river, except for the sailors who are towing thousands of wooden logs. Once they arrive in Libreville, bring the stock here, come on. When the trees are rolled out in wooden sheets, they are used to make plywood for furniture in Europe and Asia. The Okume tree is one of the lords of the forest. It's not the name of this man, but one of these giants. The tool that floors it needs to be powerful, and it is. A 1-meter power saw. Let's start working the wood. The tree must be over 30 meters high. The Okume. I've started the saw. Took 100 years to get to this size. humans take only a few minutes to bring it down. Its long journey begins. At the edge of the forest, hundreds of trunks, called logs, are sorted and piled into trucks. The load often exceeds 50 tons. Yusuf is a true believer. But for his truck's inspection, he has faith in just one person. I'll redo the brakes myself. I don't let anyone else do it. Are the brakes the most vital part of the truck? They are. And you must never neglect the brakes. They're the life of the truck. And of your own life. It depends on it. I've no choice. Never trust anyone or anything is how he's survived so long behind the wheel. It's good. Although a little prayer helps too. Yusuf takes to the road with 2 other trucks. An epic journey awaits. The convoy leaves La Stourville, hoping to reach the capital Libreville in 2 days. A distance of 645 kilometers, all muddy tracks and asphalt defaced by rainfall. All 3 know they will suffer, but they share an overriding sentiment. There's just one objective, drive and get there, and that's it. Do you like this? I do, because I'm free. Totally free. In recent months, Yusuf and the logging trucks have been overworked. A non-stop series of return trips. The fault lies in the poor condition of Gabon's railways. As a result of poor upkeep, trains only run infrequently. Hundreds of logs are stuck in the wagons. This bridge provides a few scares to the younger drivers. It was not designed for logging trucks. This is a test of a good driver. The width is challenging, it's very narrow. It's a tight fit. The authorities try to keep this main route in good condition. But it's the rainy season and the track is waterlogged. Here it's difficult. It's just a sea of mud. Is it slippery? Well, more a matter of getting sucked in and stuck. You have to sort of force your way through. On the descent, the brakes are tested to the limit. Yusuf takes risks, but he refuses to think about it. He makes the equivalent of 1,500 euros a month. 6 times more than a teacher. His only regret is seeing his wife and 5 children only 2 days a week. Is your wife worried? Oh, she is worried, which is why I call her all the time to reassure her that I'm still alive. She doesn't like me doing this anymore. She wants me to stop.
Parce que ça, il n'en veut plus.
The vibrations rattle the truck and its load. With every bump, the logs move about, despite the safety straps. Yusuf is doing okay, but the truck at the back has a serious problem. One of its trunks has shifted.
Comment? Ah, voilà.
There's a problem with one of the trunks here. It's slipped backwards.
Elle a reculé.
Replacing this 3-ton block of wood without a crane would seem impossible. But with a little imagination and help from a cliff, it's done. That one's good. Yep, that one's good. But look, there's another one here. Oh, we can put that back. Can you imagine if it lands on a hut? Or on a human being? And human beings from now on will be a rare sight. The village marks an invisible boundary with the most hostile part of the road. Yusuf's convoy enters the dreaded forest of bees. A 2,500 square kilometer no man's land. Better not break down. Best not. Let's pray it doesn't happen. It's hot in the cabin, and outside there are flies and mosquitoes. And there's no phone network here, is there? None. Just your fellow truckers. Legend has it that the forest is cursed, a refuge for evil spirits who are said to cause accidents and breakdowns and to torture the unfortunate drivers for days at a time. Like this one. He came to tow a truck in difficulties. When about to leave, his truck bizarrely gave up the ghost. It's the bad state of the roads. It's ruined my clutch. At first, it's not noticeable. But gradually it gets louder and louder. A buzzing noise fills the air. It's made by the thousands of flies and bees in the forest. The permanent noise and the constant attacks drive the truckers crazy. Oh, it's hard. Even the dog doesn't know where to hide. I'm starting to get used to it. Oh, it's the bees. Couldn't stand them at first. I can't stand them. Jean-Pierre's been stuck in this hell for 3 days. It's no fun, let me tell you. As chance would have it, despite very few people who live in the forest of bees, fate has made him stop in front of a house. It belongs to a man to be feared, a sorcerer. His music seems to calm the insects. The sorcerer has agreed to put Jean-Pierre up until help arrives. This is where I live. And that's the living room. There are some strange statuettes in the middle of the house. They are there in part to treat the young man. His family believes an evil spirit has made him a simpleton. In exchange for his care, the youngster helps with the household chores and prepares the meals. That's porcupine. Is that what you're going to eat today? Yeah, The bees seem upset, don't they? No, they're not cross. And what's that liquid there? It's water. Are those bees in there? Yes. And this is quite hard, actually. Is it something to eat? Yes. Does it need soaking in water? Yeah. The thousands of bees swarming around him doesn't seem to concern Curtis. He says he's in communion with them. You don't get stung?
No.
As mobile phones don't work out here, Jean-Pierre has asked a passing driver to call a tow truck. In the meanwhile, he pays for his room by doing odd jobs for the sorcerer. His ordeal should be over soon. Well, quite soon.
Hop, vache.
Here's the rescue team. Come on.
Okay.
Their truck looks in very bad shape, but as long as the wheels still turn. In Africa, we throw nothing away. If a part breaks, we keep it anyway. Are the counters working? Oh yes, they're working. They're fine. There's 770,000 kilometers on the clock. But the engine seems to be holding up. 75 kilometers to go. How long will that take? Oh, about 1 3/4 hours. Maybe, maybe not. In terms of traveling wrecks, there's always one worse off somewhere in Gabon. Well, that's really badly loaded. That's why he's driving like that. He's overloaded it. You mean it's too heavy? Yeah, it's too heavy. On this track, overtaking is often a risky maneuver. Did you see that? That's really dangerous, a hole like that. If you're going fast on a turn or something, you know what'll happen. You'll crash into it.
Wow!
It's no fun. This is a quagmire. I'm going through. Well, there's no room for maneuver anyway. If it slides, I'll end up down the ravine. With heavy overnight rain, the track turns into molasses. Oh, there's a truck stuck up ahead there. Didier and his tow truck aren't quite ready to save Jean-Pierre yet. We've been here a week. Oi! Be careful. The driver is going flat out. But it doesn't end well. The motor refuses to budge, but in an effort to start up again, this man has an original solution. Give it to me, I'll put it in. You're using perfume? Yeah, it'll excite the motor. Okay, try it now. We'll put it straight into the filter. The engine doesn't seem to like cheap perfume. In the end, it's the smell of sweat that seems to work. Didier tries his luck. He has just enough room to get through on the side. He's off, and he's relaxed, and gives us a driving lesson. Now, with a four-wheel drive, it's not worth accelerating. Just go slow, see? You see? I braked, and it holds. Go on. Speed up. You need to have a good grip, my friend. Now that's a problem. In the event, Didier rethinks his strategy, and even with his six-wheel drive, he has to pick up speed. Stop here. I have to help the other truck. It's a matter of solidarity. Whoever gets through tows the other guy.
Voilà. Ah, c'est bon. Okay.
But solidarity has its limits. Didier only helps one truck pass. It's up to the others to use their own skills now. Unlike the rest of the country, the track through the forest of bees will never be paved. The region is a national ecological reserve.
Voilà.
Oh, we've arrived. So it's over then? Yep, I finished. But now it's up to the mechanics. Just in time, as Jean-Pierre wouldn't have lasted one more day. The bees, flies, and the sorcerer's cooking have taken their toll. You're not feeling well? I swear I've got diarrhea. I have to go to the toilet every 5 minutes. The heat, humidity, and the gnats don't make the task any easier for the mechanics. Jean-Pierre is worried. Yes, I really need to pray to God to make sure I can leave today. The mechanics bode ill for the sorcerer. Their noise disturbs his meditation. And tonight, he has an important ceremony. He must purge the evil spirit that makes his patient a simpleton. He's afraid that with all the commotion, the gods of the forest will refuse to give him the ingredients he needs for his concoction. You asked its permission? Oh, yes. The tree agrees he can take a piece of the bark. Out of respect, he heals the wound. The patient focuses, but he must begin by calming the evil spirit that is inside of him. It It's impossible to know what the potion is made of. There's some beer and some claws from a flying squirrel complete the preparation. We're heading this way. Your back, there's no water on your back. If you don't do it properly, it won't work. According to the sorcerer, his medicine is effective. But it's impossible to know when the boy will be rid of the evil spirit that possesses him. But there's bad news for Jean-Pierre and his helpers. We'll sleep here another day, in the open among all the bees. Among the flies and mosquitoes, well, there's little choice. They will take 2 days to repair the truck, all the while tormented by the flies. The road may be narrow, but Yusuf has his right foot pressed down on the accelerator and his left foot off the brake. His truck is a 50-ton unstoppable missile. Accidents involving logging trucks are common. I risk my life in this truck, I know it. Do you know people who've had accidents? Yeah, I've seen stuff. Someone's brains splattered everywhere. You ever seen that? It was horrible. To minimize the risk, logging trucks are obliged to stop at nightfall. Yet Yusuf doesn't slow down. He drives so fast, this truck lunged off to the side.
Merci.
The drivers are a bit upset. He shouldn't have been driving at this hour. Regardless of danger, Yusuf's convoy rushes headlong into the night. Their only concession, all three have reduced speed. I'm still in the forest here, and I need to find a good place, as I can't stop here. It's very narrow, and also dangerous for other people. I have to find somewhere suitable to park. At night, speed causes havoc. The driver of this truck was very lucky. Behind the trees that are holding up the truck is a steep ravine. The driver slowly regains consciousness. To avoid another truck, he had had to swerve. When I tried to squeeze through, the trailer swung round. I had to head over to the right, and I ended up here. I heard a bang, and my leg was badly hit. Now I've got a problem with my kneecap. Are you getting my truck out or not? No, first we must finish this. No, get it out. I'll wait. I'm not going to leave until it's off again. The truck's fine. Nothing's broken. I'm not moving until it's upright. He's responsible for the truck. If thieves ransack it overnight, the driver will lose his job. Now what are we going to do? Do you want to die because of a truck? Where will you sleep? On the ground? This is a bad area. You can't sleep here. The pain in his injured leg gradually gets worse. The driver decides to abandon his vehicle. He'll spend the night in a clinic. And he's had a bit of luck. No one will come to take his truck apart. After 10 hours of road and 200 kilometers of track, Yusuf and the logging trucks reach the village of La Lope. None of the three want to drive a minute longer. Okay, journey's end. How do you feel? Knocked out. Exhausted. A prayer and then sleep. That's all I need. And to use my telephone, of course. To call his wife and his children. Oh, especially that. End of the game. Does your back ache? Oh, it doesn't hurt. This is just a habit. I don't miss it. I'm going to see my former colleagues. Yusuf dreams of Mama Tantine's delicious food. Oh, this is a required stop for all truckers to quench their thirst. He's come to eat and drink. Others come for a little tenderness. I'm looking for somewhere to lie down. Well, we'll make the best of whatever there is. There are places for a short time, but no rooms. The place is a victim of its own success. Is there anything to eat? No, it's all finished. Yusuf has to settle for a soda. He might have got a meal if he'd reserved what are known here as the sisters-in-law. Oh yeah, I had a meal. So you were lucky. Yes, luck was with me. I'm with my sister-in-law. She got me the food. To make matters worse, the next day promises to be difficult. The forecast calls for heavy rain, and the night is likely to be hectic. It's hard. There's noise from the musicians and the radio. The musical cacophony almost never stops. And adding to the noise is a strange cry from the end of the street. As if being summoned, hundreds converge towards it. Tonight, there are almost 2,000 people who have come to listen to Mass in one of the evangelical churches that are popping up all over Africa. The show features some very convincing priests. In the heart of the forest, God's enemy is the sorcerer. I say tonight, witchcraft must end. The witch must die. I will make sure fire will destroy the witchcraft. Fire! 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 The crowd is galvanized by the priest's litany, and the flock gradually goes into a trance. Some are in spasms. The priests say it's a good sign, because the black magic will leave their bodies. With maybe just a little more help. Fernand Yode claims to be a prophet. Tonight, he's challenging the water demon that has taken possession of this woman. Spirit of water, be gone!
No.
You live in the waters, so go!
No.
You'll leave! You'll leave! I prophesize! I kill fires! Leave! Go! Go, spirit! Quick, Mama! Follow this finger that's tapping. Fernand Yode has another gift, that of liberating money from his followers' pockets. Because poverty will turn into wealth and a blessing on you. within minutes, the self-proclaimed prophet gathers the equivalent of 3,000 euros, a small fortune in Gabon. It takes 6 months for this ardent devotee to earn the same amount of money by risking his life every day. But a banknote against a little divine help is far from being a waste, according to Christian. There could be an accident, but if the divine spirit is with us, if the spirit comes and prevents all that, then everything will work out without any trouble. So I have peace of mind. Christian is a sailor, but today he's wearing a different hat. He assembles and pulls together huge rafts with okume wood. It's hard work and makes the truckers look like shirkers. You have to be fit. If you're fit, then you can do this sort of thing. But if you're not, it's impossible. But sweat doesn't pay much, only 700 euros a month. About half what a trucker gets, and for twice the risk. The men have no protection. Apart maybe from their agility. By force of circumstance, Arsène, the convoy driver of the train, has become a tightrope walker. At first it was hard, but with time I got used to it. Were you falling off at the beginning? Oh yes, but I learnt how to balance on the wood. The lives of his sailors are precariously balanced. Arsène has been conveying wood for 10 years. The company he works for puts him and the other sailors up in a village where the comfort is basic. I live here with my wife and my children, my family. Everyone's here. Can we come in with you? Okay, no problem. Hello, madam. Hello. Just a few square meters, even for a large family. How many kids do you have? I have 5 children. And it's just your salary that takes care of everyone? Yes, my salary feeds the whole family. You're not worried when he's on the water? Well, of course she is. She can't help being worried. The roar of the engines can be heard from 6 a.m. Eugène, the captain, Christian, the passionate believer, and Arsène will take this load of wood to Port Gentil through La Barrenne, a passage feared by all rivermen. 300 kilometers along the banks of the river Ugue. Arsène, tie up the middle one like that, all together. Take the cable there, as that one's the one we need for it to come up. The load is worth 350,000 euros. If they lose a trunk, they'll have to pay for it. It's the calm before the storm. This is the day's special, pork cutlets and spaghetti. Excellent. During the rainy season, the Ugue is unpredictable. Its flow increases, and the 350 horsepower tug struggles against the current. It's tremendously powerful and moves at the same rate as a mountain river. There'll soon be no time to relax. There's a sandbar on the horizon. To get around, they'll have to reduce the length of the tow rope. With a shorter length, the raft becomes more manageable. It's to reduce the wake. Hold on. Hold on. Eugène has carried out this maneuver many times before, but this time the current pushes the raft towards the shore. The trunks catch on the riverbed, and the ropes may not hold. The raft might come apart. One trunk has broken free. Eugène leaves his load to give chase. There's the cable, pull it. The log was found by a fisherman, who would have gladly kept it, as a kume wood makes a perfect canoe. The stress increases. The raft is now stuck fast against the riverbank. It weighs almost 700 tons, and a part of it is firmly wedged.
Tire là, non, là où je t'ai laissé là, tiens, tire.
The pressure is huge. If the driver accelerates too hard, everything will come undone. And it will take the three men hours to reconstruct the raft. Lost hours deducted from their wages. We almost broke up. If the front part of the raft hits the bank, it will turn and the pressure will make it break up. Everything almost came apart then. Yes, we nearly smashed it all up. We had to free up the front of the raft very quickly. I could see you were worried. Well, now it's all right. But the incident caused some damage. As the journey progresses, the scents of the forests are overwhelmed by the smell of gasoline and the engine loses power.
Du moteur diminue.
In the engine room, there's a nasty surprise for Christian. Some of the fuel supply joints have broken off when they push the engine to the limit. It's an operation that needs to be carried out every half hour. The problem couldn't have happened at a worse time. Damn it. The bridge at Lambarani is within sight. Crossing it takes a lot of composure. Guards supervise its passage. If a raft damages a pillar, the crew will have to pay a fine. And if the damage is serious, the captain faces jail. No sailor can spend 10 years without hitting it sooner or later. It's bound to happen. You might have a mechanical problem 100 meters from the bridge. If that happens, then everyone will panic. Eugène doesn't want to risk it. He's called for 2 tugs. For a few €100, they'll help guide his cargo through. Arsène, look at where the raft is heading. And don't do anything stupid. 2 of his men will direct the operation. he has some reservations about their reliability. Jean, your eyes aren't too red. It's okay, I trust you. Does that mean they were partying last night? Yeah, it's the end of the month, so if they didn't get trashed, that's reassuring. The two escorts prevent the current playing with the raft. The back! Mind the back! The convoy squeaks through. The hardest thing is to get past the bridge. We did it, and it went well. The rest is mechanics, so we'll see. Eugène and his crew end their journey for now, as they wait for spare parts to arrive. They will take 1 week to get to them. For their part, Yusuf and the logging trucks can finally enjoy some paved roads. They make the most of it, as only 10% of the roads are surfaced in Gabon. I have to put my foot down. We're playing with time now. As always, the problem is overtaking. Drivers have so little opportunity of taking such smooth roads, they don't like being passed. If they're going faster than you, you let them overtake. Yeah, you put your foot on the brake a bit. They go ahead of you, and then you can accelerate as well. There's no point doing what he's doing, really. It gets dark by 7 p.m., as in the forest, and the 3 trucks will no longer be allowed to be on the road. Yusuf's boss wants an update. Yeah, it might be tight. Yeah. Okay. Is he worried? A little. He needs the wood. It's 50 kilometers to Libreville. The truckers speed up, regardless of the danger. The road turns into a torrent, and it's impossible to spot the huge potholes hidden underwater. Damn. Why don't you park when it's bucketing down? No, I can still see 10 meters ahead. Finally, the trucks enter the outskirts of the capital. Yusuf and his team have driven for almost 2 days without sleep. Yet, they'll hit the road again tomorrow morning with the same enthusiasm. After my wife and my children, this is my life. My life is the truck. Recently, the wood industry in Gabon has recognized the need to preserve the world's second largest forest after the Amazon. They have promised to replant every tree that's chopped down. 3 million trees each year.